Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Convincing Princess Intel to watch Star Trek Power Hour, I guess. Anyhow, Princess Intel, you should watch Star Trek The Next Generation, and then you should watch Star Trek DS9. And then if you feel like watching other Star Treks, you should do that too. But you should watch those two series in their totality. Just do it. At this point, frankly, I think you should give up on the poll. Don't start with any random episode. Just start at Encounter at Farpoint. Take the bad with the good, and watch the whole show and evaluate it as a complete product. It's only 14 seasons of television at 44-minute episodes. Season 1 of TNG is totally fine. You don't have to skip any episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation, or DS9. There are a few you can skip, but you don't have to. Code of Honor is a bad episode. Move Along Home is a bad episode. But that's one episode in each of the first seasons of TNG and DS9. There are lots of good episodes in the first season of TNG and DS9 as well. And what flavor? Okay, so in the case of Code of Honor is just super racist and can be skipped. It adds nothing to the series. You can skip it. It's incredibly racist. And in DS9, Move Along Home is totally fine. It's just deeply cringe-inducing. Zath, Code of Honor is the episode of Star Trek The Next Generation when the crew of Star Trek The Next Generation goes to a planet inhabited by tribal black people who force them to duel for the honor of marrying the king, I think. It's super racist. It is just an extremely racist episode that you can safely skip. As I say, it adds nothing to the series. You don't miss anything by skipping it. You can skip that episode. But in the case of both, so the big one for me with DS9 is I don't think you skip any of DS9 specifically because the first two seasons of TNG are rough. And as Sam Wong says, it's internal production politics reasons. The basic gist of it is that for the first two seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation, it's basically trying to be the original series again because they haven't figured out what works and they haven't figured out what doesn't work. And so they're basically just doing original series scripts, and it extremely doesn't work. But there are still a few good episodes in there that are well worth watching. But it's not until season 3 that the show finds its groove and really understands what all the characters are about and how they interact and how they relate to one another and how they can be used to tell stories. So it's season 3 is when the show comes into its own. But there's still a lot of good episodes in the first two seasons. With DS9, the first season is all character and background info. All of the information that builds the setting of DS9 is contained in the first season 1. All of the politics, all of the politics that set up the major conflicts in the series are established in season 1. The introductions of the major good guys and bad guys all happen in season 1, with a couple of notable exceptions. And the political boundaries of the galaxy at the time that DS9 takes place, all established in season 1. Yeah, exactly. Imagine skipping meeting Garrick and Dukat. Or Kai Wynn. Can you imagine skipping meeting Kai Wynn? The great thing about the first season of DS9 is it just makes you hate her guts. You spent that whole first season just absolutely nursing a pit of venom in your stomach. Sorry, you're right. It's Vetequin during season 1. You just, like... I cannot imagine not watching season 1 of DS9. It is so important to establishing the starting points, the actual starting points of all the characters and what forms the foundations of their character and their decision making and everything that happens in that series unfolds from the setting established in the first season. And like, you should watch the first season of DS9. Again, there are a couple of absolutely dog shit episodes, but you should watch all of DS9 100%. I can see the argument for skipping the first 2 seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation, and it's not as important that you watch the first 2 seasons of Next Generation, but I do think you should, because you wanna consider the series in its totality, and that includes its failures as well as its wins. And so I think you should just watch them both. And then you get to watch Picard and have all of your dreams unwound. Starting with the original series, I don't think the original series is a good place to start anymore because it is not held up. The original series is not very good, and it is aged very poorly. And it's fun as a time capsule, but it's not like a good show, really. The only part of the original series that's like legitimately good are the movies. And even then, it's like the movies are 2, 3, 4, and 6 with an argument to be made for the motion picture. You're not really going to watch all 6 movies and enjoy them all. You're going to watch 5 of the movies and probably enjoy 4 of them. So that's like... the thing is, I think 1 is great. I really like Star Trek, like the motion picture. I think the first one is great. The 5 is bad. But it's not terrible, but it is bad, right? Like, it's not terrible. The invisible voice asks, is Picard worse than Enterprise? In my opinion, Picard is the worst Star Trek they've ever put on screen. Picard is not just bad. It sets the bar for how bad Star Trek is capable of being. Offensive bad? Well, no. I mean, they made one character choice and scripting choice in the first episode that I thought was like kind of offensive to your sensibility, like to one's sensibilities. But no, not offensively bad, just not good. Like, I don't know, it's doing a disservice to it does a disservice to your enjoyment of past Star Trek. It is a show that makes the characters within it worse in retrospect. If you consider the events of Picard canon, then the characters you loved aren't really love-worthy. It's bad. Picard sort of wants to be about the Picard in First Contact, but even then, not really. Picard wants to be about the Picard in the comics that was present between the end of the TOS or the Next Gen movies and the start of the Kelvin universe. Like, it is literally a version of Picard that was only on comic book pages that were subsequently decanonized. You, Princess Intel, did you watch that clip that I posted the link to in Discord earlier of Picard meeting with Starfleet brass? Because you asked, it's like, isn't Picard like a well-regarded old admiral in the events of Picard? And then I linked a clip for you. Because if not, you should watch it, because that'll give you an idea of what Star Trek Picard thinks of its titular character. Anyhow, it's a 1.5 minute clip, so feel free to avail yourself of it. Anyhow, DS9, excellent all the way through. DS9 is an absolute banger of a show. Maple has moved again. And Star Trek The Next Generation is an all-time classic for a reason. So you should just watch them both. And then if you like both of those, you should probably watch Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds is like modernized the original series. That's the that's basically what you should know about Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds is the original series as remade with modern sensibilities. And good. And then of course, my description of Discovery is the first 2 seasons are absolute dog shit. Season 2 is better than season 1, but the first 2 seasons of Discovery are really quite bad. And then when it gets to season 3, there's a big time skip for one in season 3, which puts it in a completely different setting, which is great. But in season 3, they figure out that the strength of Discovery is that they fly from galactic problem to galactic problem and solve it by crying at it. And once it realizes that that's what works about the show gets good. It finds its groove and manages to get by. And it's pretty good. I like it. It's got a lot of characters that I like. And once it figures out that the way the Discovery ship solves galactic problems is by flying to them and crying at them, the show gets good enough. You just have to accept that that's what it is. Strange New Worlds is the Enterprise flying from galactic problem to galactic problem and solving those problems. Discovery is flying from galactic problem to galactic problem and crying at those problems until they go away. But both work in their own way. Discovery solves problems through the power of friendship, and the Enterprise solves problems through the power of teamwork. That's the elevator pitch for those 2 shows. And then there's Lower Decks, which is a masterpiece of our age. Lower Decks is super fun. And then there's Prodigy, which was not for me, but I hear good things about. No, you should know better than to think of me as regurgitating a misogynist talking point. I think from my perspective, Discovery learning that the strength of the series is flying from galactic problem to galactic problem and solving it by crying at it is a good thing. And I came to that realization on my own, not by watching god-awful YouTube video essays. It's just a funny joke. But it is very true. That show has a very heightened sense of emotion relative to other Star Trek properties. And that emotion is delivered through tears. I don't even think that's a criticism of the show. It is just a factual description of the show. They cry a lot. The tears per episode in Star Trek Discovery is way higher than in any other Star Trek series by a wide margin. Tears per capita, very high. How much Star Trek is there by volume? All right, this is something we can find out. Star Trek TOS. List of episodes. Let's math it out, shall we? So we've got 29 plus 26 plus 24 is 79 episodes of the original series. Next Generation. Oh, wait, no. Star Trek the Animated Series. Star Trek the Animated Series. 22 episodes. 101 episodes. Then we've got Star Trek The Next Generation. Star Trek The Next Generation. There we go. Star Trek The Next Generation, 178 episodes. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine has 176 episodes. Then we've got Star Trek Voyager. Star Trek Voyager has 172 episodes. Then we've got Enterprise. Enterprise is 98 episodes. Then we have... what else do we have? We have Discovery. Oh, I should have been... Star Trek Discovery, which at present has 55 episodes. And we have Strange New Worlds, which at present has 10 episodes. And we have Star Trek Picard. Star Trek Picard at present has 22 episodes, although I guess it's 20 it's going to be 30 episodes at the end of this season. So that's 30. We have Star Trek Prodigy. Star Trek Prodigy is 20 episodes at present. So that's 840 episodes of television. And with 840 episodes of television, you also have 6 movies based in the original series. You have 4 movies based in Star Trek The Next Generation. And then you have 3 movies based in the Kelvin timeline. So you've got 13 movies to go with it. No, Jim Cat, the movie that's in both is a next-gen movie. It is one of the 4 that I'm counting as a next-gen movie. Generations is a Star Trek The Next Generation movie. It just happens to involve cast from the original series. Anyhow, point being, you should not commit to watching all of this. But you should watch Next Gen and DS9, and if you like it, try Strange New Worlds. And you will find your life enriched by the decision to do that. Maple has moved again, and so I have to pitch the camera down. Anyhow, that's good. And it's actually it is true. I believe, as I recall, DS9 takes place concurrent with the last 2 or 3 seasons of The Next Generation. Technically, it doesn't matter. But you could, theoretically, once you get to the the episode The Best of Both Worlds, you could alternate. You shouldn't, but you could. Yes, you can track the timeline by when Worf shows up. I do know that. I believe there is a time skip between the Battle of Wolf 359 and when Sisko ends up at DS9, though. Like, there's... I think it's basically like a year later, so really, you don't actually... Is it 2 years? Oh, okay. Well, then you actually... So you get to the Best of Both Worlds, then you wait 2 seasons, and then... you start alternating between Next Gen and DS9. Princess Intel, this is a joke. You should not take this seriously. You don't need to worry about watch orders. You should just watch The Next Generation and then DS9. Oh, that's right. People do have opinions. We just don't. And neither should you. But The Next Generation canonically happens before DS9. So if you're going to watch both, watch TNG and then DS9. And yeah, TNG is one of those series you can just sit down and watch any episode and have a pretty good idea what's going on because it's episodic. So there are not ongoing plot lines in TNG, but there are a few points, there are a few plot points in TNG that get referred back to in previous or in later episodes. So there are later episodes, like everything that happens in TNG is considered to, like, if you're in season 7, everything in the previous seasons is considered to be canon to the episodes in that season. So it's not like a full reset to a total status quo, but there aren't like plot lines that flow from season to season for the most part. It just sort of acknowledges that the things that happened. Anyhow, that is the Star Trek Crash Course. In other Star Trek-related news, Picard continues to be bad. I didn't think today's episode of Picard was, like, outrageously bad. It was certainly not the worst episode of Picard. It was kind of a do-nothing episode, though. Which, they're 10-episode seasons. I don't really feel like they've got a lot of room for do-nothing episodes most of the time. But, But today's episode wasn't terrible. It just wasn't good. I don't really know that I have any other opinions. It was like, okay, they revealed the things we figured out in the last episode, and not really any new information was provided. Oh, interesting. Everybody says that the stream dropped for just Jib Cat, but no one else. But it does appear to have actually dropped for me. So that's weird. All right, cool. So anyhow, that's Star Trek talk for today. Pull up a screenshot of the bridge of the Titan so that we can talk about that. God, the Titan is so ugly. It's such an ugly ship. I don't know if I would like it better if it weren't in this series, but the new Titan is just not an attractive looking ship. Let me see if I can find. And it's hilarious because the bridge of the Titan in Lower Decks is great. I'm trying to see if I can find a decent shot of the bridge of the Titan. Internally, it's a gaming PC. Oh, yeah, here we go. I've got a panoramic shot. It's got, like, RGB and everything. Also, I like that they've blurred something in the background of the shot so that you can't see it. Spoilers. The hilarious part is the production shot of the bridge is better lit than any actual in-show shot of the bridge. Trying to see if I can find an action shot of it from actually, like, on screen. But there's basically no footage, or there's basically no stills of the show available online. I don't know. Here's one. It's basically just a retool of the Discovery Bridge. Like, I don't actually know that they made a new set. With the door right behind the captain's chair. There, I linked it in chat. But they've got the big door right behind the captain's chair, which does seem like it might be a liability in a shipboarding. I don't know. I don't like sitting in a restaurant with a door to my back. Forget about the captain's chair of a starship. Does anyone know why they changed the ship from lower decks? The answer is actually out there. Let me see. It's stupid. Like, it's dumb. But why Picard's new Titan looks like Kirk's Enterprise. The USS Titan A will be the central ship of Star Trek Picard Season 3, but why does it resemble Captain Kirk's Enterprise instead of the USS Titan commanded by Will Riker, or even Captain Jean-Luc Picard's USS Enterprise D or E? The prior seasons of Star Trek Picard avoided a Starfleet vessel and were set on the starship La Sirena, although Picard Season 2 introduced a new version of the USS Stargazer. Star Trek Picard Season 3 USS Titan A will have an yet unnamed captain, although Riker and Admiral Picard will be on board. This is from before the show came out. Let me see if I can find any. Picard Season 3's showrunner, Terry Matalas, gave an interview to TrekMovie.com where he explained the USS Titan A and its design. According to Matalas, Riker's Luna-class USS Titan was damaged and retired, quote-unquote, and some of its systems were placed into the new Titan A. However, the Titan A wasn't built as a Luna class. Instead, it's what's known as a Neo-Constitution class, or Constitution 3 class starship. Matalas explained that fighting the Borg factored into the design of starships like the Sovereign-class USS Enterprise E, but now that the Borg were no longer considered a threat, Starfleet design looked backward to the classic Constitution vessels like the USS Enterprise NCC-1701. The Titan's resemblance to Kirk's Starship Enterprise is on purpose. The Neo-Constitution class Titan is more of a long-range workhorse kind of ship, harkening back to the Constitution class that was designed for the long 5-year missions. It's an exploratory vessel with some serious maneuvering capabilities, Matalas explained. The showrunner also felt recent Star Trek ships were designed to look too aerodynamic, ovals and arrowheads. Matalas posited Starfleet designers looked back at older starship designs and updated them. The Titan A, with its proper saucer section and twin nacelles, is unmistakably a Star Trek ship at first glance. But it's also easy to mistake the Titan A for the Enterprise. That's it. He thought the ships were too aerodynamic. Oh, there you go. You got a shot of the bridge in action, and yeah, it does. It looks like Tron Legacy or a gaming PC. And yeah, you're right. All of the light in this scene is coming from the things that are lit on the set and not from like lights. Anyhow, Starfleet engineers figured out external lighting on ships and then decided that their next major lighting project would be internal RGB. Like that's the only explanation for it. Does everybody remember how bright the Enterprise bridge was in the JJ reboot? Now that's how you do a bridge. Yes, it's an Apple store, but it still looks awesome. Here you go. This is how you light a bridge. I love the lens flares. I honestly love the lens flares, and I love the reasoning for putting them in, which, like, I do love that it has actual POS barcode scanners. Those are hilarious too. But my favorite description of why the lens flares are there in JJ's movie is just that he's like, I want it to look like there's always something awesome going on just outside of shot. And it completely works. Every shot looks like there's something awesome going on just off the edge of frame. But say what you will, you cannot say that the JJ Enterprise bridge is not well lit. And I'm now trying to remember what the Bridge of the Enterprise looks like on Strange New Worlds. It's the Strange New Worlds Enterprise Bridge is basically just a modern version of the original bridge. And it looks pretty good. Like, the Strange New Worlds bridge looks pretty good. Yeah, there you go. Like, at least the Strange New Worlds bridge is, again, lit. And not just by the LED strips. I don't know why we need to have mirror floors. We have to have shiny floors because it's the future. And the robots shine the floors themselves. Next Gen was carpeted, yes. And I'm sure that Next Gen had little Roombas that cleaned the carpet as well. I mean, for my part, I feel like the bridges probably should be carpeted generally, just for the sound deadening effect, because it's tough to follow orders when you can't hear your orders when they're being barked at you through the noise in the acoustics generated by the room. Oh no. Which picture is the promotional picture for Lawn? Not the one I posted, right? No. Okay, someone just posted the photo into chat, and it's very funny. Oh, good grief. Ooh. All right, let's move on. I would like to become a bard tonight, so let's hustle through. Where did I put my phone? Here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. You're right. I didn't talk about anything that happened in the episode. Because nothing happened in the episode. Although, to be fair, Samwunk, I did notice that Worf was in it, and Worf being in it was hilarious because Worf was the part that we called last week and that we thought would be hilarious. Worf was indeed Raffi's handler. And we can all be amused by the idea of Worf being a covert operative. I liked when Worf cut a dude's head off unprovoked. Because that's the Worf we know. Honestly, yes, Worf is supposed to, in canon, Worf is supposed to be the Klingon ambassador to the Federation, but apparently he works in Starfleet intelligence. Which, you know, he could be both, but that seems problematic. Oh, dear. Anyhow, the show is dumb. The show is very dumb, but it was less dumb this week than last week by a slim margin. Let's move on. Are you prepared for the beverage? Oh, Lightfall trailer? I actually haven't watched it. Does Picard have the authority to commandeer the Titan or not? No, absolutely not. He's a retired admiral. He's not actually an active duty like admiral, but yes, he totally does belay a captain's order on admiral's authority in the episode, despite the fact that he doesn't have admiral's authority. The whole premise of the first episode was that he had to convince the captain to do the thing because he didn't have the authority to just take the ship. And then this week, after having pissed the captain off even more by endangering his entire crew, he proceeds to just commandeer the ship anyhow. Why? I don't want to watch the trailer on stream. I don't want to watch the Lightfall trailer on stream. I will watch it. We can all be excited about it, but I don't just want to do a trailer watch. I mean, you're right. It does seem like nobody wants to be under Shaw's command, and that all of the rank and file in Starfleet would rather side with Picard than with Shaw. But still. Remember in the first season when the Admiral at Starfleet told Picard to go fuck himself? Starfleet, as an organization, does not like Captain Picard and does not want Captain Picard around. And they've made this abundantly and repeatedly clear.
Language.
Remember how Picard used to have a thing for archaeology? Yeah. I do remember that. I remember when Captain Picard had hobbies. I remember when Captain Picard was like a relatively well-rounded character. He was the one that got the most girlfriends. He was the one that got the second most girlfriends. But Captain Picard got around. He enjoyed a good trip to Risa. It kept him getting a Risa. Oh, you're right. We did forget to discuss and include the short treks. Oh, he definitely got around far more than Kirk for sure. Way more. Way more. It's not even close. He's French. So obviously. He's French with a British accent, played by a British actor. Remember the episode where he falls for Lieutenant and they're like, this would be complicated, but let's give it a shot. And it immediately turns out to be a terrible idea and she has to transfer. I do remember that. They played music in a Jeffries tube, didn't they? Is that the episode? Am I thinking of the right episode? And he's playing his little penny flute that he got in Inner Light. Oh, what a big stretch. That was a big stretch. Wasn't Picard the actual bad boy during the Academy? I mean, he got fatally stabbed through the heart for cheating at a game of, am I going to remember the name? Cheating at... Yes, it was counter cheating, but still. Oh, what was the game? It was a Nausicaan that stabbed him through the chest. They what? Domjot. It was Domjot. He cheated at Domjot, and a Nausicaan stabbed him through the heart, killing him, and he only survived by way of having his heart replaced. And it turned out that was a critical piece of character development, because if he had not cheated and been stabbed through the heart fatally by a Nausicaan for cheating, he would have had a totally unnoteworthy career in the science division. That's the word. Okay, Meg says they've lit something on fire outside.
Yeah, so I heard popping. Those 2 cars that were parked down behind Science World, they just exploded them.
What? I'm sorry, I need to go have a quick look at what's going on outside.
Cool.
I will be right back. So, anyhow, they're filming an episode of The Flash outside, and they just blew up some cars. And I missed it because of you. So, thanks for that. Why should you get back into the Arrowverse? You probably shouldn't. That way I can start talking about spoilers. Yeah, spoilers are going to blow something up in the final season. And yes, obviously Grant Gustin is the best live-action Flash. All right. We've done the phone. It's time to do the beverage reveal. Then we're moving on to playing a video game, because it's already 7:30. Everybody, please, Garcon. Drum roll, Garcon. Tonight, it is a delicious and nutritious Fat Tug from Driftwood Brewing. I am getting lit tonight, apparently. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Turn the puppy cam back on. The puppy's gone, so maybe I won't turn the puppy cam back on. Let's go. Maple has abandoned us. I'm sorry. Brownie says, I came back to Destiny 2 to catch up on story before Lightfall, and the game auto-launched me into the finale for this season. Yes, it sure did. That happened to me today, too. Not that, I mean, I had been playing for a while. What got me was that I purchased the Witch Queen a few weeks back in order to bring myself up to speed on the goings-on in Destiny 2. And it turned out that now it's free until Lightfall releases. All right, Mefred, what do you got for me?
Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something.
Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That's why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me, just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Ah, blast it. Would that I'd known that was what he was thinking. I would have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. All right, let's go talk to Mellifred. Sorry, I just got an email about a restaurant reservation that I've been trying to reschedule, and I wanted to see what they said in case I urgently had to act.
Out in the wilds, alone, that fool, that great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please, help us find him before something terrible happens.
All right, let's find this fool. Hup. Is he in this cave? It looks like he's in this cave. Sorry, Mr. Horrible says, I know I've been playing too much of this game when I can recognize the sound of someone on their demi-osma somewhere off of Matt's screen. What, pray tell, is a demi-osma? Well, okay, yes, I gathered that it was an orb mount on account of Ozma being a giant multicolored orb from Final Fantasy IX. Ozma is a raid boss. Yes, I am aware of what Ozma is. You may recall that I beat it when we played Final Fantasy IX on the channel. I know what an Ozma is.
What? Watch out! A goblin.
Not a goblin! Oh no, a goblin. Okay, maybe I should be a little more worried about the goblin. It is several levels above me. Final Fantasy IX was... No, it was pre-March Madness. You're right. So all you newbies to the channel wouldn't necessarily remember.
You channel newbies.
Just a second. I'm going to... Oh, apparently I've been signed out of YouTube? All right, then. Sure. But yes, anyhow, it was pre-March Madness. Are you a newbie if you've been here for 3 years? Yes. If you only joined us during March Madness, you are officially a newbie. You're not one of the old guard. That's what it comes down to. Yes, I am gatekeeping your status within the community as this community's primary gatekeeper.
Galleon!
You're all rookies.
Captain, but why? You should be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill.
Wee.
Hup, 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 hup. Hup, hup. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers.
It's all still huge downgrades.
Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me of anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamico. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires. Of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show Gunnibald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you.
All in his power to aid me. All in his power. Unlimited power. Oh, I owe a joke, and I haven't told it. So, oh god. Stop that. That's what I get for alt-tabbing instead of just clicking away. Let me find... Oh, I owe 2 jokes? Jeez. So demanding. Why are archaeologists always so depressed? Because their life is in ruins. I had a friend explain to me the process of making opaque glass, but honestly, it's still unclear. That one hurt? One more for the road? All right. Not sure what happened there. When you're an accountant, tax season gets tough when there are a lot of additions to consider. Some days are more challenging than others. Man, I love that OU dog emote. I'm so glad I asked for that. It's so good.
Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mifrid. It has been so long since I last heard from him, I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mifrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mifrid is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and I will tell you what I can.
Hell yeah, you will.
An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk.
Waldhar!
A masked man. No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me alone.
Adelind!
Gunnibald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it.
Okay, there's not a secret tunnel there. So I guess we're hopping aboard the Chocobo and running to wherever these nerds might be. Hey, nerds, where might you be? Sifrid.
What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them.
Tailbot! Tell me a tale, robot.
There's a bunch been sulking about, right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words.
I spoke with the Utes. The Utes. You know, the Utes. You're all geeks? You bite the heads off live chickens? I'm not sure I want to be associated with you, if that's the case. Chat. Claiming geekery.
So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. But there's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do, but to dispose him and usher in our revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. El Amigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
High potion, ether, spine drops. Prim thing.
Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gunnibald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here.
Craggy area north of here. Can do. How do I get out of here? You know what else cures paralysis? A healer. I thought that said Rick Mercer for a minute. Craggy area north of here. Aha! Hello, Wilrid.
Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? Humph. No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get 'em, boys!
Get 'em, boys. Eat it, nerdos.
You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland.
Okay. Yes, the dog tries to participate in battle, and it's very cute. Warbo, I've been told what the quest on the HUD underneath my MSQ is. I have been made aware of it, but I pursue my own ends. More important to me than getting a Chocobo fighting partner is being able to sing the song of my people. That's right. I will not rest until I have a very simple MIDI synth to play with.
Attacked by Willard and his cronies. That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gunnabold. Oh. Bert Liana, gods preserve, what happened?
I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of hope? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans?
Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this?
Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry.
I must tend to Bert Liana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash.
So this got extremely grim very quickly. Map of Zanrak. Let us ascertain the Utes. I see a sparkle. I see a sparkle placed with great intent. A riled lass.
What those animals did to Bert Liana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards.
All right, where else could they be hiding things? Down here? Oh. I assume there's more upstairs. Ah, yes, there's Wilred. And another a riled Ute.
If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gunnabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map?
I don't know. Where could it be?
O mighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Humph, here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again.
So they're summoning Titan, obviously.
Wee, 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 wee.
It's so close to level 29, I can taste it.
Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Willard spoke of crystals. Did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unbloodied all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they can get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may find them yet before it's too late.
Go east to fight the Amalja. Go east. It's where the Utes all go east. There will be a fight. I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't have an exit strategy for that. Oh no! Things have already gone badly.
Wilrid, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of the crystals to Ralgar, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardman's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods, forgive me.
Heathens! You shall pay for your crimes with your souls!
I don't know who that is. I'm just... Oh, yeah, okay.
I regret our young one's transgressions, but his soul is too high a price to pay for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life.
You know what? Maybe I should stand here and do this. Pew pew lasers. Have we discussed that the guy's name is Gunnibald? We did a little bit last night. His name sure is Gunnibald. There we go. Absolutely bodied. Wait, why do they have pikemen? Are you friends or foes? Wait, no, you're Alamegan. Why are you fighting me? Aren't you supposed to be the good guys? Uh-oh. I'm already lost. Things have gone very strange. Oh, you're right. They're tempered. Okay. Pew pew lasers. All right, duty complete.
Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alabico. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Willard? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this story tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Zela will wish to hear it as well.
Maple! Pop, 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 pop. I don't know why I'm doing that into the mic. One sec.
What mic you want, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic 5.
Oh. Huh. I haven't done that in a while. So anyhow, as I said, sorry. Maple was being unruly. And now we're here. And Galdhar has redeemed a joke. So let's see if I can find another joke. What do you call a rap battle conducted between snakes? A reptile dysfunction. If you would like a joke that hurts, I have one for you. When women wear a bikini, they reveal 90% of their body. But I'm so polite, I only look at the covered parts.
Language.
How do books communicate? With pagers. Have you ever noticed that hot dogs look the same whenever you see them? It's because they're inbred. All right, back to the game.
Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you.
This is when Gunnibald is like, wait, he tried to kill you. How do I cook my hot dogs? That depends. Barbecue, like on a barbecue is best. On a grill, also just fine. Failing that, like failing a grill in the oven, I will microwave one. I'll microwave a hot dog. I'm not above that. And then probably behind that is boiling it. But to be fair, the way I cook my hot dogs is going over to Costco and buying a hot dog. See, I would rather microwave before boil because microwaving, by nature of the fact that it sort of exudes some of the moisture, like some of the water from them, intensifies the flavor of the meat, whereas boiling a hot dog weakens the flavor of the meat. Oh, Maple has decided that she's had it with Meg and would rather be closer to me, which, you know, we're all winners here. Are you laughing at me? Get out. So Meg laughed at me and came over and said, I'm laughing at both of you because Meg got up and moved over there so that she could make eye contact with, or sorry, Maple got up and moved over there so that she could continue to make eye contact with me on the couch. So here I was, riding high on the fact that she was closer to me, and it was just to make eye contact with Meg.
My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here.
High potion, ether, sleeping potion, paralyzing potion. High potion. Yes. Oh, hi, Potion.
Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilbred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Hi, Bean. Why are you just standing there looking pathetic? All right. Where am I going? Report to Minfilia. Pray return! Pray return! Oh. Meg says, I can confirm that is the Flash playing or filming because I can see Grant Gustin in a Flash costume here. Granted, it could be a stunt performer, but see, now I'm gonna have to take a moment and have a look. But you all continue to enjoy looking at Maple. I'll give you full puppy cam here for a moment while I go and there you go. Hello again, everybody. I return. Tibor says Mabel doesn't even glance at Matt stepping over her. She did. She glanced. What have I done? Oh, there we go. She did glance. I like Cotillion is currently driving a bed. Pray return! Oh no. Samlock says, here's the top headline on Screen Rant right now. I can't wait. Remember the ending of Cocaine Bear? We do too. It effing ruled. Cocaine Bear comes out tomorrow. It is not possible for a person to remember the ending of Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear comes out tomorrow. They are asking you to remember the future. Meg says, I think you can do that while you're on cocaine. Anyhow, I already have my ticket for Cocaine Bear, so Absolutely it is. I did not invite you because I figured you wouldn't want to see it.
Welcome back, Uzela. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Askians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front.
All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion.
All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation.
29? 29? 29!
While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Uzela.
Pray speak with her! Pray speak. Bremondit. Bremondit.
Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgourd Float in the North Shroud.
To the North Shroud!
The North Shroud.
What the hell? Oh, indoors. Hello, Medrod.
But please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman.
Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. Soothe. No, not soothe.
Bubby, I'm sorry I wasn't a better son. I'm sorry I didn't eat my greens and do my chores.
That's what trauma looks like.
Soothe.
There.
You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it.
Huh. That was Facebook. That was somebody on Facebook pinging me to ask if my copy of StarCraft II Collector's Edition, which contains all the extra content but not the game, is still for sale for $10. I use Facebook for exactly one thing. Well, I use Facebook for exactly two things. I use it for Facebook Marketplace, and I use it to check the daily stories of the local weeb shop. The local weeb shop. The local Gunpla store, and then also the other local Gunpla store. I check their daily Facebook stories to see if they have received a restock of a Gundam I'm looking for. That's what I use Facebook for. That's all. I use it for literally nothing else. I never post on it. Oh, that's not quite true. I use it for one additional thing, and that is to follow the Golden Retriever breeders groups in BC, because they're all old people and they all use Facebook still. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in all black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she'd died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man?
If that's the case, then we'll help you in whatever way we can.
Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again.
All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Ah, yeah, let's just really rib this guy for his PTSD. Just... He's so scarred by having seen a woman torn to shreds. What a fucking pussy. He deserves nothing but our ridicule.
Language.
Sometimes the writing in this game is a little bit iffy, guys.
So here's what I know about all the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds.
To shreds, you say?
Among the local fauna, only the scale skin, known as a ziz, could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths?
Yes, murder first and ask questions later sounds like a job for Uuzela Vuvuzela. Let's do it. Why have therapy when you can have racism? Fair enough. I don't need to solve my problems if I can blame you for them. Oh, come on. Listen here, Wood Whaler Wallace. You suck-ass bastard. Did I just shoot an arrow up that bird's ass? Wouldn't you? We call that a steel enema. Oh god, a giant scorpion's coming after me. Wood Whaler Wallace, I got a present for you. Oh, I fully misread his name. Okay, puppy's back, so you can all look again.
You've already seen what this is. Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball.
Enamarth120, thank you for the resub. Also, way back in the day, Depuria and Omnilord, thank you both for the resubs as well. Yes, dear, what's going on? Donuts on the bed? Maple is doing donuts on our bed.
There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears that all the victims have been comely maidens.
Comely indeed.
I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some has whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw it. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander.
Oh, God, I'm old. You know when you sneeze and your back strains itself as a consequence? You know when you sneeze and you can feel the discs between your vertebrae shudder?
I cracked my lower back opening a tea bag yesterday.
I'm so looking forward to turning 29 next month.
I know, I'm excited for you.
There is something you should know. I have been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medred's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze. The giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate.
Oh, hi, Myrea. You're right. I'm not nearly 29. It's my 28th birthday. I was just trying to make myself sound older. Maple is in timeout now. Clay golems. Balloons? Aw, they decorated for me. Do I remember when the most important thing in my life was not being treated like a kid? Yeah. Frequently it is still the case. This is one of the problems with looking younger than I am. And I don't mean that like a shitty way. But it is problematic for my work. It is much harder to be taken seriously as like a person with job experience and like capability when people think you're 30 and you're actually 40. I have a very difficult time convincing people that I have as much job experience and maturity as I actually do. It makes interviewing for jobs a real pain in the ass. Okay, fire sand stick. My dog is now playing dead. Humming crystal. And actually, that's true. I haven't really, like, interviewed for a job since I've had this beard. I know, right? I should get some gray dye.
And like fire.
Yeah, some dad glasses. Absolutely. Just show up to a job interview in Crocs. And a wrist brace.
No, that's
My current glasses may be dad glasses to the youths, but they're not dad glasses to people older than me. To people older than me, I'm one of them upstart millennials just beginning their career. Combination of comments in chat. You're in tech. The less seriously you dress for the interview, the more likely you'll be treated as a socially inept genius who probably turns out to be a 10 times engineer. With the response from G Dorble, show up nude, thus proving you are the coveted 20 times engineer. Look at that smiley face. Look at that smiley face. So haps. So haps. Just a happy dog. Just a happy guy. I'm just a happy guy. I'm just a happy guy. Yeah, she's our happy dog. Yeah. Now she's moved over there. And he's chowing down on Meg's hat. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the, or to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh? Why are these just your garden variety crystals? Tis a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well.
Oh, we're so close. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of the Fallgord. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic?
Oh, I'm so close! All right, Medrod, you better give me a good quest. She's always happy. No, you cannot take it back. Absolutely not. That's Maple's hat now. You merely rent it with the delivery of treats. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me.
I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite.
Oh, you got another shot of the fire.
Yeah, because they clearly reset.
Nice.
Got a little bitty.
Pyrotechnics. Clap, 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 clap. Neat. I look forward to finding out what they're shooting. What? How are they going to explain the fact that there are cars on the seawall? I look forward to finding out.
They clearly didn't like blow up the cars. They're clearly like rigged with like flamey McFlamersons inside.
Flamey McFlamersons, is that a technical term?
Yes, it is. As a
Okay.
certified pyrotechnics.
All right, good.
Because I saw them opening the doors up after they previously made the booming.
All right.
Anyways, I thought you should know immediately.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? Well, perhaps there's more than one. What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right?
There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it.
An apple tart! Jeez! High stakes!
Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. That doesn't follow.
I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert.
Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you.
Well, I burn to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown, lest you've forgotten it was the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby.
Are you talking to me? Okay.
The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region.
Power of deduction. Let's do some. Oh my god! You two all right there? Did Maple go to bed? Oh. Without a fight? Exciting.
I mean, I did let her zoom around the bed in the bedroom for like 5 minutes.
Okay, that is a problem for me when I put her to bed, because you're usually asleep in the bed when I try to put her to bed, and I don't think you would appreciate me letting her zoom.
Can chocobos fly? Or do they just...
Oh!
they just fall gently?
I just took so much fall damage I was left with 1 HP and landed right next to a hostile enemy. Anyhow.
I provided her with the opportunity to go to bed, and she said, no thank you, I think I'd rather zoom all over the bed and, you know,
So
tear
you
up
let
the
her.
sheets. So I let her, because sometimes you just...
Gotta zoom.
Yeah, it's just not worth the fight. Zoomy's gonna zoom.
Sometimes you just gotta zoom. Words to live by.
Yeah. She said, what if I ate your sock? And I said, go to bed. And she said, what if I went to bed?
Well, that's very convenient for you.
Yes, it was very good.
A mangled corpse! Aw, yeah. Located a mangled corpse. That is exciting. See, I'm aware that you can't die from fall damage if you're actively in combat. That's not news. It's the fact that I landed right next to a hostile enemy. That was what spooked me. Oh god, it is an eyeball. Maybe I won't stand in that attack radius. Oh god. Aziz! Oh. It just fell over dead. Well, that's convenient. Search for a maiden's... Present the ravaged corpse. Delightful. Here, I brought you this ravaged corpse. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? What does it say? The body of this poor soul has been defiled in more ways than one. Jesus Christ! Oh. Gods be good. Not again.
Oh, no matter how many bodies I see, I can't seem to get used to the horrid sight. Oh, poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek doesn't seem to feature in any, the sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. It's the very same object that was found on another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps?
I missed the next line of dialogue. But I got my experience points, so it's all good. Anyhow, I decided to voice that guy as like extremely bubbly and happy until I ruined his day. Just because I felt like I wanted to ruin his day.
I would have you hold on to the lily button. You'll need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you've proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry it on with your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mune. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil.
Well, that's good, because I was heading back there anyhow. Redania.
Hey, Mune, give me some XP, would ya? I got songs to sing.
Good evening to you, Uzela. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for the scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you find this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one.
Once I hit level 30, we can hang out with the CEO of racism again. He is, isn't he? Hey, Gojo Mojo is still here. Aetherite Plaza. I walked right past Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Bernadette is the name of the dog trainer that we used.
Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then, show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. There is a soul in Gridania who or if there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Singuiled over at the Lancers Guild. No one makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis.
That's the Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas.
Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it.
All right, onward to Ursendel. Samwalk, I think I might hate you. Oh dear. Samwalk just posted in chat, if you're not following chat, why an Inception sequel would be better, or why an Inception prequel would be better than a sequel, explaining that a sequel would undercut the ambiguous ending of Inception, and we need a prequel to explain how the dream technology was invented.
I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray, leave me to my thoughts.
If it weren't for you, I'd just play video games all night. No, if it weren't for you, I'd be, like, running every night, going to the gym. I'd weigh 40 pounds less than I currently do.
Oh, the sigil of the D'Artancors family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You must promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment.
30! All right, to hell with you, Ursendel. I just hear that burp. Blat! Where am I going? I'm going to the Archers Guild. Reject marred bodies. Embrace side questing.
Thank the gods you've come, Uwuzela. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Adder for...
There is no time, Lucienne. Powell would be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge her location.
We understand how you feel, Silver. This is too reckless. At least permit Uwuzela and me to accompany you.
You, the adventurer and the savage, you cannot understand.
Silver. but I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand.
Now kiss!
This guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here, ready to fight. You have us.
I have never considered you my friends. Do not follow me.
Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved, he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Uzela, to the South Shroud!
Wait. To the South Shroud! I have no idea what aside you're talking about, Mr. Horrible. Oh, the now kiss? Is that what you meant? Well, this is unfortunate.
Silver!
Lee, Zayla, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want.
Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Zayla, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver.
I mean, it was obvious that Silvera was going to get bodied. That's not a surprise. Not even a little bit. Hello, Coral Claw Healer. Samlock, I know. I saw the news that Disneyland was adding a one-act version of Rogers the Musical for a limited time and immediately sent a message to Meg saying, hold up, we're going to Disneyland this summer. Duty complete. I told you I do not need or want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourselves into thinking.
You're the one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie.
I do not.
Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucienne and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania and Wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me.
Huh. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do.
Why, you...
Pawa's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the Twelves Wood use bone whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Pawa out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on.
So that's why you came to Taker's Rot, for this gang's whistle.
Zayla, if you're determined to help me, I have a task for you. Powell was last seen near Issamhar. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, is a clearing where two streams meet and efts are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Zayla. I swear on my honor as a Gridanian archer that no harm will come to you.
Okay. I have no reason not to believe you. You've definitely not, like, actively tried to kill me in the past. All right, here's the log. That's a big-ass log. That was not the log. Why do we even have this log? That was a level 50 dragonfly. That's terrifying. Hello, Efts. Eft. Eft. Doopy-doo. Look at me, I'm bait.
Bollocks, I knew I should have trusted my gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint.
I do hope you will forgive my forwardness, madam.
No, sir, 'tis most flattering. Wouldn't ye agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant Wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? I hope you like it rough, darling.
Power! I have the power! Wow, that was actually a world of hurt. You know what? Maybe I'll turn around and face the other way. And stand in the fire because I'm stupid. Oh, gods. All right, body the healer. Target the healer. Come on, target them. There we go. Hello, Brock Lobster. How are you? Oh, Lord. Oh, no! God. What if you didn't launch giant AoE attacks at me? How would that be? Eat it, power. Wait, I thought we just killed her. We expended all of her HP. How can she still be standing and running away? I shot her full of so many arrows, she's practically a porcupine. And I thought you only had eyes for me. Wow! Dominated! I can't. I won't. All right, now double tap her in the skull just to be sure. Every time I see that person chance to loop, I see it as Chantel Soup. Hi, Chantel Soup!
I am relieved to see you again, Uzela. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Power Mujik would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I am so proud of you, Uzela. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Wind Bite. With Wind Bite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. All archers walk the same path, Uzela, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt but that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Uzela. They will never lead you astray.
Ooh, a toad skin jacket. Plus 13, 9, 2. Hell yeah. New coat. New ability. C. That's what I wanted to do. Fast equipment. Oh, hell yeah. A song of bards and bowmen. Well met, Uzela. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the Twelveswood, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. Aye, the XL dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year it was, more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a man better than its sting. Ah, but do let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhaps you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Twelveswood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. Parzival Lionheart. This guy's name is Parzival Lionheart. This person needs to get better hobbies. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was one of the gods' quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that is not all there is to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, and one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the god's bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that a transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager that you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jehantel is an agreeable sort of fellow and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. South Shroud. Chocobo. Samwalk apparently still on Screen Rant, quoting a line from an article, obviously about Captain America 4, saying, although Mackie admitted he has not yet read the script, he mentioned that he has already had 4 different costume fittings and that his, quote, round browns look delicious in this spandex. Love it.
Ah, another guest. You are kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea, and the beauty of the Twelveswood, and we could want for little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Uzela, was it? Yes, I am Jehantel, the one they called the god's bow, but that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising young archer when I see one. And you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Ubuzela. There is a Moogle named Punko Poki who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Punko Poki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you do indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Althic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore.
Let's go!
To the east, to the east. Oh crap, I have angered the goblins. Wait, why are there Quirrell Claws? We killed their leader. Get back. Eat it, nerd.
Kupara! How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent. I'll allow it, but you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you. Oh, you should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Jahantel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope, and that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked and begged and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now he has deigned to set foot here again, but he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot, Kupo. Egads, your coming had so excited me, my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give Jahantel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to spy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rot, Kupo. Now, I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Jahantel in my stead? I guess. Onward to Taker's Rot, Kupo.
Well, I've only aggroed 4 bad guys. How bad can it be? Ah, and only 2 of them stayed aggroed, even better. Oh no! Oops. In retrospect, I probably should have been paying attention to my HP. You're right, that is a healer's job. Why did the game think I was in combat there? All right, onward to Taker's Rot, Kupo. This time for sure. Maybe I can sneak in through the back door. Title of my sex tape. And what have we learned? Wait, I have high potions. If I can find them. Haha! Use! There, nothing to worry about. We're all good! Bye, nerds! I stole your crap. Really? You're still on the case? All right, there we go.
Have you recovered the charm? You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver it to Jahantel. Tell him that Pukno Poki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Kupo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo.
Oh, that's a scary-ass tree. Tree, why are you so scary-ass? What have I done? Oh, I've gone and gotten myself lost. Like some kind of idiot. The hell am I even going? How did I get myself this lost? That is an impressive amount of getting lost. I'm not prejudiced against the tree. I saw the tree and then I judged it. I didn't prejudge it. I post-judged it. That's how that works. I'm not here like all trees are ugly, just that tree was ugly. It was a scary-ass tree.
Welcome back, Uzela. You have a charm and a message for me from Pucknopoki, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? Ha ha ha! I suppose I must explain. Pucknopoki and I go back a long way to when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Pucknopoki has long desired that I remain in the Twelves Wood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill-able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Twelves Wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as yours under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Pucknopoki. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Mughals lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as a bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Pucknopoki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those that they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent on one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Uzela, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Pucknopoki's wild expectations.
Hey! Bard unlocked. Okay. So, first things first. Soul crystal. Soul of the Bard. Song gauge unlocked. Singing Mage's Ballad will display the actions corresponding to the song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining. If the repertoire effect is triggered while Mage's Ballad is being sung, the recast times for Bloodletter and Reign of Death are reduced. Cool. Alright, so, first things first. Actions and traits. The performance tab isn't unlocked. Why is my performance tab not unlocked? I was told that performance tab was meant to be unlocked. I have to agree to the terms and conditions in Gridania? Okay. The guide that I saw said performance unlocks at 30. All right, who is the person that I have to speak to? The amphitheater. Look for a blue quest. Simpkin, that's right. Good old Simpkin. On behalf of Simpkin everywhere, do I purchase this gamer girl bathwater?
Have you come to listen to the silken strings of Simpkin, traveling troubadour and master minstrel? No? You do, however, have the look of one who lives life on the road, and on the subject of wondrous wanderings and the musical expression thereof, I do mayhap have some small wisdom to offer. When I suddenly find my heart stirred by some spectacle of nature or inspiring act of daring do, I simply let the emotion of the moment flow through my fingers and into my heart. I found no sound to be as achingly beautiful as one born from that instant of genuine joy or wistful sadness. You need no special training or knowledge to give voice to the music of the heart. Only a willingness to play the score as it writes itself across your soul. If you can accomplish such a surrender, then you will have created a piece unique unto yourself. And what melody could be more precious? I knew from the moment I laid eyes upon you. Here is a man whose spirits begs for instrumental interpretation. Pray release your inhibitions and favor the world with your performance.
While using performance, the performance actions, you are strictly prohibited from performing the music of any third parties. You may record and upload your performance and hereby agree to license such recordings to us for use by Square Enix or others in accordance with the terms of the Final Fantasy XIV material usage license. I agree to the above conditions.
To begin, you should simply play whichever notes catch your fancy. Let whimsy carry you up and down the scales. Revel in soaring heights and plunging depths until you find a song which resonates with your being. Painted with the experience of your adventures, the timbre and tone will be yours alone. I wonder what manner of music will fill the air. May the wind catch your composition and deliver it unto my covetous ear.
You have learned Perform. When playing as a bard, performance action can be found in Actions and Traits, accessed under Character in the main menu. Performance actions. To use your harp to create sweet, sweet music by selecting a sound from Performance located under Actions and Traits in the main menu, then simply use the keyboard to create your masterpiece. Remember, performance actions can only be used while your job is set to bard. Alright, cool. Performance. Actions and Traits. Performance. Horn? Obviously. Uh-oh. My action bars are full. Be gone, leg graze. Horn. Wow, I can barely hear that. Okay, so I was looking at a tutorial earlier. We've done all the things.
In the description below. Go ahead and click the top link in the description. This should take you to the download recent work extracted tutorial. Now that you have downloaded the program, you need to make a folder named Songs You Want to
Folder.
Play. Last thing that you need to do to be ready is to change the keybinds in your in-game settings.
Okay, keybinds and in-game settings. So we go to this, play the horn, and then we go to settings. No, not those settings. These settings.
After the bottom right, click on the gear, then go to the keyboard's control tab. Once you're there, make sure you tick the box that says assign all notes to keyboard. After that, fill in all the keybinds like they are here on my screen.
Okay, real quick. Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, A, S, D, F, G, H, J, Z, X, C, B, B, N, M, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, O, P, K, L, period,
I'll give you a second, but pause if you need to.
I think I've done it. Apply.
You're almost ready to start serenading all those people in Limsa. Now all you need is to find some MIDI files.
Find MIDIs.
Finding working MIDI files isn't all that hard. There are enough. Find something you like in all of those. File subscription, notes in your MIDI. After you put the MIDI files in the song folder, you're pretty much set. Just run the program as an administrator and pick a song. I hope you enjoy playing.
All right, great. All right, let's give it a try. I want desktop. I want MIDI player. Uh-oh. Why has my whole computer locked up? Oh god, it's over here. Alright, cool. Alright, click here to load a MIDI file. Did I... Okay. I was pretty sure I had them.
I ended up playing for people for pick a song. I hope you enjoy playing for the people who are yours.
Oh.
I ended up playing for people for 3 hours straight at one point. If you do enjoy the program, the creators have a donation link on their main webpage. And if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would give it a like or maybe even subscribe to the channel. I also stream most days at 9 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel.
Shut up your sales pitch for your stream. Okay, let's see if this works. Click here to load MIDI. Aha! All right, Pywo, shut up. Oh, I thought I loaded it, but I apparently didn't. All notes out of range. Rip. How are all notes out of range? That seems not right. Let's try this one, just to see if I can get it to work. I need system config, audio. Oh, that's not. Background music, just mute it. There we go. This is totally Sandstorm, and it's just a garbled mess. Zafty, the first song I tried to play was Girl from Ipanema, and it said all notes were out of range. Okay, let's see. Can I refresh? Apparently not. Apparently I have to load the file. Okay, all right, that worked. We're gonna back out of performance mode here for a sec. We are going to change my instrument. I want actions and traits, performance. Do we have a saxophone? Oh, we do have a saxophone. All right, great. There, I just muted Pywo. Da 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 da. Oh, it's a shame that all my notes are out of range for that one. Let me now that we're just playing around. Here, let's try that one. See if it works. The notes are indeed still out of range. Oh, can I find a place to load this? Baby. Oh. I'm trying to play Seabat. That is specifically what I'm trying to get. Okay, I don't think that worked. Jimcat, that is the version that I downloaded, and that was what it turned out. The only version of it I can find requires me to sign up for a paid download service.
This MIDI only available at supremenetwork.com.
Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at, but you have to pay to download it. So I'll have to go hunting for it later, but I'm not paying £799 to download Seabat. All right, what else have we got? Close. And This is not Rushy. No, this was Freebird. But all of the notes are out of sequence, or are out of range. Well, I'll have to play around with this a bit tomorrow and see if I can find some good performance tracks. But this is hilarious. I'm glad we got here. Oh, okay. This is a list of songs designed for use. Sadly, no Seabat in this. I also saw there's no girl from Ipanema. I wish this player could reload your library without having to close it and reopen it. All right, that's going to be it for the evening. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back on Tuesday. I won't be streaming this weekend, but I'll be back on Tuesday. Same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, and we will be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. I do hope you will tune in then. Until then, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV. And if you are a subscriber, you can join my Discord channel by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So, with all that out of the way, let's see who's online that I can throw to tonight, if anyone. Nobody. All right, well, in that case, I release you into the hands of terrible freedom. And until Tuesday, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.